Guys, it's that time. It's time to show you how to get shinies easily in Pokemon Legends Arceus. Now, we're not going to be talking about exploits in this video because this video and the shiny hunting guide that I'm going to show you is actually all legit. This is just how the game is made. It's so much easier to get shinies in this game. Now, good news is that this game is going to get Pokemon Home compatibility at some point this year. Now, that also means you're going to be able to get over 200 shiny Pokemon, including brand new Pokemon, to be able to shove into your Pokemon Home collection very soon. So I'm going to show you guys the easiest method and everything that's going on with shiny hunting. So let's get to it. Alright, so here is something we call outbreaks. Mass outbreaks happen at a very, very early point in the game. Now, some people have been asking, how do you get mass outbreaks? I haven't been getting mass outbreaks. Well, I'm going to explain that in just a second after we show this. So we're going to go ahead and go for our Piplup one, okay? Now, I did do this live on stream, so let's go ahead and get Piplup. And we're going to get 2 shinies from this, by the way. So this is pretty sweet. Now, the rates for these are incredibly high after you've done a few things, but even for mass outbreaks just by themselves, they're already very high, and I'll show you guys the exact figures in just a sec too. Let's go ahead, go down here to the shore where the Piplups are. Now you can see I got a shiny straight away, right coming in here, right at the very, very beginning, and we go ahead and catch it. Now I was really caught off guard on stream doing this because I was really surprised to just get it right on the bat, but actually, you know, we only started doing mass outbreak shiny hunting recently, and we got so many. We got 4 in this 3 hours live stream, okay? So these are the first 2. We get our first Piplup, which of course we almost messed up, so we throw a Pokemon out just to stop it from fleeing. I think that was very, very important. And it's easy to catch because these guys are really low levels, so this is an easy Pokemon to get. Now, some Pokemon will be hard. Some Pokemon will be high level and all that, so you're going to have to either fight them, you're going to have to use like clever stealth tactics and all sorts of stuff with high level balls as well. It's kind of complicated. So we're just going to go ahead and continue this outbreak that we're in the middle of, just throwing some food for the Pokedex here, and not before long we get a second one. So just give it a second, let them spawn. Now you will have to fight or catch them, and there it is. You will have to fight or catch them to make another couple spawn. I think it's only 4 at a time that can spawn. So we are able to use that to manipulate controlling our mass outbreaks as well, if you guys are interested in that, and I'll show you guys that in a sec too. So there we go, there's our 2 shiny Piplups, and that's how easy it is for you guys. So guys, in the Pokemon data mining and hacking community, Anubis here did manage to get all the rates that we can see here, and I'll explain these numbers now for you guys in a second. So the base shiny rate is 1 in 4,096. Nothing special going on there. That's pretty typical. It's kind of pretty normal, I think. And down here we can see how it evolves all the way up to 1 in 128, which is insane because I still got 2 shinies in one outbreak like that, and then we actually got 2 more shinies after that on stream. So let's explain what's going on here. So there's your 1 shiny roll, 1 chance of getting 1 in 4,096. And once you finish the Dex Research level 10, you're going to get 2 shiny rolls, bringing it to 1 in 2,048. And then once you have the Dex Research 10 and the Perfected, which means doing all of the possible things you can do for the Dex entry, that becomes Perfect Dex, you're going to get 4, and that's going to bring it up to 1 in 1,024. So you've already exponentially increased your chances just by finishing the Dex of the Pokemon to Perfect. And then we have Research Dex 10 without Perfect, which I think is going to be more common, but with Shiny Charm, which is also going to be rare. That's going to give you 5, and that's going to bring it up to 1 in 819, okay? So that's having the Shiny Charm. To get the Shiny Charm, guys, you're going to need to actually finish level 10 on all of your decks. Not perfect, but level 10 on all of your decks will get you the Shiny Charm at the end of the game. So the situation is going to be that you're always going to have at least Den and Shiny Charm when you're doing this at this point. Now, what if you have 10 and Perfect and Shiny Charm? Well, that's going to give you a 1 in 585 chance. Really, really high. Again, just Mass Break by itself, people starting the game at the very, very beginning, this is the best and the biggest increase in your shiny chances. If you didn't do anything in the game and you just go past the bridge in the first area, you'll get mass outbreaks. I'll show you what I mean by that in just a second. You're just going to have 26 chances, and that's going to be a 1 in 158 chance just by mass outbreaks alone. So in order to maximize your shiny chances, you're going to want to have everything done, all 4 things done here. Level 10, perfect dex, shiny charm, and mass outbreaks, which is going to bring you to 1 in 128 chance. So that's really, really high. Now, I didn't have perfect dex on the Piplup, and I did not have shiny charm either yet. I just had level 10 and I had mass outbreaks. So level 10 and mass outbreaks gave me a 1 in 152 chance of getting shiny Piplup, and I got that twice in 1 outbreak. So this is one of the shinies we got yesterday, and along with the 2 Piplups and another shiny on top of that, and I'm really, really happy with this one. It's such a clean, nice shiny. And before that, the day before, we actually just got this one too. Like the shinies just keep coming. Now guys, how do you get mass outbreaks? That's probably what you're asking. Well, when you've started the game, you can see I have 2 mass outbreaks here. One is for Shinx here as well. Let's go ahead and go for the Shinx area. You actually have to go through the game for the first, like, I don't know, first 10, 15 minutes of the game and pass the first bridge in this area to actually unlock mass outbreaks. That's all it is. But then after that, you're going to only have a chance to get mass outbreaks. Since you'll only have 1 area unlocked, the chance for getting a mass outbreak in 1 area is obviously a lot lower because you don't have all 5 areas and a chance for all 5 areas to spawn a mass outbreak. But it's still a decent outbreak, so we got a mass outbreak here. This is the bridge you need to pass. So you need to get like 1 star on your survey to be able to pass this and continue the story. And that's all you need to do to trigger the mass outbreak. So once you're literally able to come across here, just legit, you're going to have mass outbreaks in your game. That's really all there is to it. From that point on, guys, every time you try to leave the village, you're going to have a chance at a mass outbreak in every area. So you can see we have an Eevee here now, and we have a Growlithe over here. Let's go ahead and go for the Growlithe. There's no guarantee. Now, of course, at the very, very beginning of the game, you only have that chance applied to 1 area. So keep that in mind. It's going to be a lot harder to get mass outbreaks if you only have 1 area with a chance to get them. And all you have to do in that situation is go to the area. If you don't have a mass outbreak here, just go to the area, go back to the village, come back into your map and have a look and see what else has spawned. So we're going to go for the Growlithe over here. Let's go ahead and go over there. So when you go to a mass outbreak, ideally you'd like to have jet balls and some useful stuff like that. So we can see our first 4 Growlithe right there. None of them are shiny, but in order to make new ones spawn, we can catch them. We have to catch them. Only 4 can spawn at a time, so let's try and get in there without them catching my attention here. Okay, so we found the mass outbreak that was reported. Just creep into the grass and try to catch all the little doggies or any Pokemon that you're hunting for. Once we caught one, a new one will spawn in its place. There it is. A new one spawns, and that has a big chance to be a shiny right now. We're sitting on about, I don't know, about what did we say? We have the Dex entry 10, and we are in a mass outbreak, so that's a very, very high chance. Let's go ahead and get another chance here. Okay, new one spawned, not shiny. I mean, you can just, what? Okay, we just got a shiny again. I did fight 2 of them there, but you guys heard it. You guys saw it. There it is. So that's really how easy it is. I mean, it's actually that easy. It is. Alright, so next up, I'm going to show you guys how you can target that specific Pokemon in the cases where you go to the mass outbreak and you do not get a shiny. So what we're going to do is we're going to go out to the village and we're going to pick a new outbreak. Okay, we still have that one. The Growlithe is still there, so actually I want to reset this. So in order to reset it, like I said, go out to any area and go back to the village to try and reset your mass outbreaks, which is exactly what I'm going to do right now. So let's go back, and then straight away we can just go back to the village and we can reset it. Now this is how you'll hunt for a specific Pokemon too. You're going to try and reset the mass outbreaks to get the Pokemon that you want. Now loads, almost maybe all of them can spawn in the mass outbreaks. Anyway, let's go ahead and go back out to the village and have a look. Now, we actually got nothing. So this is, again, going to be the case for a lot of people who have been starting out too. But again, just keep going and reset until you do get the mass outbreak you want. Another thing to pay attention to, which is very, very important for doing this, is that every time you go back into the village and go back into the area, you reset all the spawns for all the Pokemon. Every Pokemon is different, so you will have a totally different chance for all of them to be shinies once again. So I've gone back to the village. Every Pokemon I just had in my other area there is now reset. And now we have the Electabuzz. Okay, so let's go ahead and farm Electabuzz. Let's do this mass outbreak. So let's say I'm targeting Electabuzz here, and I really want to make sure I get the shiny. Once you come to Coronet Highlands or whatever the area is that you're hunting for, go into your game settings and make sure autosave is off. It's disabled. And then go and hard save your game. Make sure you have all the balls and stuff you need right now. So like I said, guys, every time you leave, you reset the Pokemon. That includes the Pokemon in the spawns. But you can get lucky and keep the mass outbreak while resetting the spawns. So now we're here for our first attempt at Electabuzz. Let's go ahead and do our first attempt and see if we actually get a shiny from it. Hopefully this time I actually don't get a shiny. I'm actually hoping I don't get a shiny this time so I can prove to you what I'm talking about here. Okay, so all you gotta do, guys, is just keep catching them until you know you're not going to get a shiny. Let's throw a berry here to get them a little bit closer too. They will run after the berry, even though it's not something special. They'll come closer. This is a good strat if you don't have grass, which I don't have grass, so let's go ahead and catch those. You can go ahead and keep catching until they stop respawning or until you know that there's not going to be a shiny from these. Okay, he's aggroed. Yeah, just keep going. Looks like they can't really attack you from up here, which is interesting. Okay, so there's only 3. A new one did not respawn just now, so now we go ahead and close our game, reset it, and go back into the village. Okay, so upon reloading your game, we will have to do one thing. We'll have to go back out to the village. We'll go back out to the village, and then we'll come back to Mount Coronet, and we should, high chance, to still have Electabuzz there. Very small chance for it to change. So we'll just go back out and have a look now. Okay, we still have Electabuzz. Perfect. So let's go ahead and try again. All right, and we're here. And if you guys want to rinse and repeat this same thing over and over again, just give it a hard save before you encounter the Electabuzz. Let's go up and save once again. And just rinse and repeat the same process until you get your shiny. So this is our second attempt. Let's go ahead and see if we get a shiny this time. There's an alpha, by the way. Just wanted to point that out. You can get a chance at an alpha. And there's a very low chance that an alpha could also be shiny. So that's just worth noting. I did not get an alpha in the last run, of course. So now you can see me getting an alpha here. And again, that's just the proof, I guess, that the spawns for these Electabuzz are different to the ones we had before. There's no way I'm catching that with, with a wing ball, though. No way, no way. Guys, that's going to be it for the ultimate shiny hunting guide for this game, Pokemon Legends Arceus. We'll be looking forward to new exploits in order to make this even easier, if it's even possible. I'm sure there's going to be something that will crop up very soon. I appreciate you guys all coming by. Do drop a sub to keep on top of all the latest Pokemon Legends Arceus tips, hints, guides, exploits, and giveaways too, coming soon. And I'll see you guys around in the next video. Till then, guys, bye.